What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be continuing our talk about King of the Court, where I'm at, where the leaderboard is at, everything in between in NBA 2K26 MyTEAM. Now, if you want to see my entire road and kind of all of my games, because all of my games I did live stream, it is up on Twitch. But I don't know if, number one, I don't really understand how this system works. And number two, I just feel like, again, I don't know how people's scores are continuing to improve. Because, like, for myself, I feel like once I got here, like, you can watch my stream yesterday, I was searching for over 2 hours, not able to find a game. And so I guess the guy so I didn't find a game, and so I eventually put in sapphires, and then I played the guy number 8 on leaderboards in self-lob, and I got destroyed. Obviously, if you play another good guy and you're using sapphires, that's probably what's gonna happen, okay? So that's how I ultimately got quote-unquote eliminated, but the fact that you have to try and win this using sapphires is crazy. Because supposedly your team overall, you see there in the bottom left, you need to get that lower, right? And supposedly sapphires get you a good game score in King of the Court. But it is just, in my opinion, ultimately crazy that that's what this has come to. That people are now having to use emeralds and sapphires to build their squad up. Or to use emeralds and sapphires to build their score up and just hope and pray they get lucky matches. Like, splashes went up a ton over the course of the last day, right? And so I'm guessing he's just getting like somehow easy matchups. Like, I don't know, because I searched for 2 hours and I got an absolute sweat. Before that, literally my games yesterday were Joey. I played Rello twice. I played, I matched Splash in the morning just to see, because the matchmaking wasn't really working for us, so I matched him. And so, like, yeah, I just played a bunch of sweats, basically, once I got to the point I was at. So, I don't know how people are continuing to get their scores high without playing straight sweats. And my thing is, if you play a sweat, your score isn't going to go up. Like, for example, if Splash played Sinclair and he beats him by 15, his score is not going to get up. So the scoring is not based at all if you beat somebody on leaderboards, if you beat somebody that is good. It has to be just your lineup and how good your team is, how good your opponent's team is, and the score differential. Like, that has to be it, because other than that, I don't know what else it could ultimately be. And I don't know if there's something like more advanced with, your team overall, or if you're using emeralds or sapphires. Like, I don't know. But the one thing I do know is, I wish 2K would just tell us. Just tell us what is going on. Just tell us, yeah, you're not going to be able to win the King of the Court with using your best squad. Because literally, I'm at 11, basically 11,900, right? And I yesterday beat Joey 2K TTV by 35 points. And I think I went up like 200. I beat another guy by 50 points with my good squad. I didn't go up at all. Like, what are we doing, 2K? What are we doing? How is this the system that we got where I'm beating people by 50 and my score is not going up? Now, yes, I was using my best team, but it does not make sense to me that this is the system that we've got going on here. It doesn't make sense. And if it's true that you have to use sapphires in King of the Court to win, well, then guess what? That's good for the community, because the comp community, because then now we don't even have to get all of the new best players in the game. We can use these sapphires, prepare with these sapphires, and then guess what? Go crazy in not only this week's or next week's King of the Court, but just for the future. I'll sell my Giannis and continue moving forward, with the guys that I do ultimately have. It's sad, but that's the situation at hand right now. You're like, there's no reason for me to continue trying to upgrade my squad and making it better if, newsflash, it is in my best interest to use sapphire. So I don't really know what next week is going to bring for me as I continue to try to figure out King of the Court. But I just think, again, number one, it's like, I don't know. I just genuinely don't understand how, people are getting games that they can flood people. Like, And I haven't really seen too many like streams of it. Like if you look at the leaderboard, I've not seen too many streams of these guys flooding people at, you know, the highest tier. Like I'm throwing it out there. I also will say Sinclair, cheater, okay? He's a cheater. He's doing the dashboard method. Need it bad. I do believe is the other is a cheater too. I believe. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, Need It Bad is a cheater. He 100% is. Need It Bad is on West. He is the old Drippy. He is a cheater as well. Joey 2K feed, not the other Joey, a different Joey. He's a cheater. So if you start filtering those cheaters out and they get banned, then you'd have Splash number 1, Almighty Luca Australian server number 2, Killzoy Australian server number 3, Hood's World number 4, Self-Lab 5, me 6, Kawhi is 7, and you know, then it starts getting filtered a little bit, and you know, and we can go from there. But the fact that the dashboard method is even in the game still is insane to me. Like, you are hosting a tournament for $10,000. You see a game-breaking glitch in the game, and 2K doesn't even try to fix it. Like, people are dashboarding every time they get a sweat. Like, for Sinclair and Need It Bad, I get how they're this high, because they are literally cheating. Be like, every time I get a sweat, I dashboard, search again, and eventually I'm going to get an easy opponent. Now, I don't know when you get this high how you get easy opponents. Again, the system to me is crazy because it's based on SBMM, which means like the higher your event points are, the tougher matchups you're going to get. Again, it's kind of a weird situation, and it's no wonder that I matched Self-Lob when I was ultimately on board. So that's just kind of where we're at right now. I just feel like in the end, you're getting number 1, have to have good matchups. And number 2, like when you get to this point, I don't know. Like, I don't know how you're supposed to improve your score. I genuinely don't. And again, I don't know. Like, I haven't seen any games from anybody of this. So it is, I mean, it is what it is, but it's just, all I gotta say, well, at the end of the day, is King of the Court is a disaster. The fact that you've got people trying to get their score higher by using sapphires is insane to me. That's just insane to me. I'm sorry, but that is not the way King of the Court in my team should ever work. Ever. You should not have to lower your team to boost your score. That doesn't make any sense. The whole point of my team is building a good team, using that team in a King of the Court setting to have success. And that is not the system we got in at hand today. So it is what it is, I guess. I can only do so much about it. I'll be back next week, try to figure out the system a little bit more and go from there. But I mean, if this is the system, I'm just going to experiment next week too, right? I thought the system would be somewhat like last year. Obviously, that's not the case because they do take, you know, your lineup into consideration. So even for myself, like, is there even a reason to use Pink Diamond Giannis anymore? I don't know. Like, I genuinely don't know. We're in that type of situation. But the whole system's a mess because, like, even for me, like, I got some games. I think, one game yesterday where I felt like I could really blow a guy out. And guess what? He quit in the first quarter. And so, like, the system is so fluky. It's going to take you, number 1, playing good. I'm not going to fault that. You have to be good. But number 2, you got to get blessed, right? Matchup-wise, you got to get super, super, super blessed. Like I said, my 3 losses, 1 Relo, 1 Splashy, and 1 Self-Lob, in which I got eliminated. Who did I beat? I beat Wall twice. I beat DeMar. I beat Relo once. Like, it's just a mess. Like, it is what it is. I'm matching all sweats, which is fine if it's an actual tournament type setting, but that doesn't do me any good. Like, when I beat Relo, I didn't get any points, and I beat Relo by like 17 by the time he quit. So, I don't know, man. Like, I wish I had the answers for y'all in King of the Court. The only thing I can say is the fact that people are having to buy sapphires for King of the Court is insanely sad. So, like, for me, I guess next week I'll load up, try to find, build my better team and go from there. But it is what it is. The system is not in a very good place right now, and there's really nothing I can do about it. I wish there was, but right now, not a whole ton I can do about it. I guess I can start preparing for next week and try to make my lineup good and go from there. But it just stinks that this is the system we got, right? Like, this is the system that we're gonna have for the rest of this year to try to make $10,000 a week. Like, that's sad to me. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna sit here and just be like, yeah, that's fine. Like, this is a great system, because it's not. Like, the system is absolutely cooked, and there's no reason people should be having to use sapphires. I'm sorry, but there's no way sapphires should be running the game right now. That's gonna wrap it up for my video. Yeah, I'm mad at King of the Court, and it is what it is. I'm not mad that I even lost. I'm just mad in how the system works. I'm mad that we've got, you know, half of the leaderboard is basically cheaters. Not half. 30% of the leaderboard is literally cheating. Like, I'm not even talking about boosting. Boosting is a different thing. I can't say, oh, well, this guy's boosting, this guy's not boosting. I can't say. All I can say is from my experience, when you get this high, I don't understand how people are getting more points. I will say that. But it is what it is, you know, like it is what it is. We've got to get the boosters gone, and that will be a big step in that right direction. So for me, that's going to wrap it up. I'll be back next week trying to figure it out. Am I going to use sapphires? I don't know, man. I don't know. I think the big thing is, I guess not losing and somehow, again, I just don't know how you're boosting the score, or not boosting, but getting a higher score in the situation we're in. Like, I'd be shocked if any of the top 4 improved their scores. Like, because I don't know how. I don't know how you do it. So that's it for me. I'm genuinely clueless. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.